Huawei has taken a huge hit ever since they lost access to Google Play services. But that hasn't stopped them from releasing their flagship phones, and not just that, the annual luxury edition is also still coming out. The Huawei Mate 40 RS is the result of the Porsche collaboration Huawei has been doing for a few years. So what do they have in store this time for this super expensive phone? And before we get to all that, drop a comment with what you think is the price of this phone. Let's see if you can get it right. Oh yeah, now the intro as here, you're watching C4 Tech. There are a lot of buttons below, so press one of them. No, not that one, but press one of them. So this here is the box the Mate 40 RS comes in. The unboxing experience is a big part of special editions, especially the luxury ones like this here. Now this has a nice minimal Porsche design to the top, and the rest of the box, there's nothing. So let me take my coil building screwdriver. Let's peel the plastic off. The branding is reflective. We can also see the tiny Porsche design Huawei Mate 40 RS to the bottom. The box inside is black. Let's slide that out now. And again, very similar branding to what we just saw. This time we have an Ultra Vision Cine camera, Leica logo as well. It's plain black all around. Opening up the box, here we have the Mate 40 RS. Up top is this metal card. It's a Porsche certificate of authenticity. And you know what else is authentic? 28mobile.com, one of the best sites if you want to buy phones that aren't available in your market. Great service, quick shipping, and an exhaustive list of devices. So that is where I picked this phone up from, and I'll leave a link to 28mobile.com in the description below. Please do check them out if you haven't yet. Segue. Okay, getting back to the box, let's set the Mate 40 RS to the side for a minute, and we have IMEI stickers. Removing this black insert, there are quite a few things here. First, a pair of earphones, and no, that does not mean this one has a headphone jack. This is a Type-C pair of earphones. Looks nice, but for the price, I would have liked to see sleeved cables. Anyway, next we have a 66-watt car charger. Not only can you charge the Mate 40 RS with this, but another device too, which is nice. The travel adapter, that's 66 watts too. And we have two USB cables, both capable of data transfer and also 66-watt charging. Now finally, we have this case, Porsche design, Huawei to the inside. Then this box has a SIM tool, similar design language with the text on the box. Inside we have the warranty card and the quick start guide. So now it's time to get to the Mate 40 RS. This back, damn, it looks good. We have a Porsche design boot animation, and then here we are with MUI 11, which we will get to in a bit. Now this phone shares a lot with the Mate 40 Pro. The display is 90Hz, 6.76 inches, Full HD Plus OLED with that 88-degree steep curve to the edges. The chip inside is Kirin 9000, an excellent 5nm chip. First 5nm on the Android side of things, but it does differ in a few other ways from the Mate 40 Pro. So what? Let's get to it now. From a spec perspective, we get 12 gigs of RAM here instead of 8 like with the Mate 40 Pro. The storage is 512, and this is SFS 1.0 storage instead of UFS 3.1. So what is SFS storage? This is Huawei's self-developed technology, and it's supposed to be twice as fast as UFS 3.1. Faster storage equals snappy phone, so that's a good thing. Next, this back, it's not glass anymore. This here is ceramic, and it's not just your flat ceramic back either. There are 5 parts to this back. We start with the flat glossy ceramic, and then we have a slight elevation. This is matte. Then we have the center ridge where the Huawei and Porsche design logos go. And then there's a slight decline with a matte finish, flat glossy ceramic again. And when I say flat, do know that the edges on all 4 sides, they do have steep curves, so that is not what I meant. Anyways, the Mate 40 RS is also heavier and thicker than the Mate 40 Pro for obvious reasons, the use of ceramic and the extra cameras. Oh yeah, the cameras. This is a very unique looking setup. We have an octagonal camera hump, the first of its kind as far as I know. I mean, if you know something else with an octagonal hump, let me know. Now the primary here is the same 50 megapixel f1.9, and the secondary is 20 megapixels f1.8 ultra wide. But the other sensors, they're different. We actually have 5 cameras here. The third is a 12 megapixel f2.4 for 3x optical zoom. The fourth is an 8 megapixel f4.4 for 10x optical. Yep, that's 10x optical and not hybrid. The final one is a 3D time-of-flight sensor. Now, the reason Huawei has gone for a couple of telephoto options here is because, one, on phone cameras, while we do have a range of telephoto options, as in you can zoom in and zoom out, the lens does not actually move. Unless it's that one phone from Samsung. If anybody can remember which that actual phone is with an actual moving zoom lens to the back, leave a comment down below. So anyway, coming back to the matter, since we do not have a lens that moves throughout the entire range, generally what we get is, let's say 1x via the primary, and whatever the zoom is via the secondary, and everything in between, like with the iPhone 12 Pro, we get 1x and 2x, and anything in between, it's software interpolated. Now this is fine when your telephoto range is only 2x, but when you go from 1x all the way up to 10x, or in this case 0.5x or 0.6x to all the way to 10x, everything in between needs to be software interpolated. And to smoothen that process is why Huawei has a 3x telephoto as an in-between camera of sorts. So the pictures, as you guys can see, they are exceptional. The primary takes excellent detailed images with beautiful color reproduction. We can go ultra wide. Then this here is 3x, 10x, 20x, which is still very, very detailed, 50x, and 100x if you so want to. It's not really great, but hey, it is an option. If a certain brand can claim 50x on a phone with 5x optical, then 10x optical, 100x. Seriously, that brand, as if people don't know you're talking about Samsung. You know, everybody's sick and tired of your Samsung stick. This is a Huawei video, so how about you shut and start talking about Huawei? Guys, I'm sorry, the guy's crazy. Obviously, he hears voices in his head. What do you expect? What just happened? I don't know. Anyways, that's the cameras. As you guys can see, love the shots. So what else do we get with the Porsche design? We've got this cool racing theme. It looks great at first glance, that Porsche red, minimal thin lines. But the problem with reworking a theme so extensively is that once you install other apps, they just stick out so much, which I feel is the case here. I feel OnePlus actually got it better with the Cyberpunk edition. The icons were themed, yes, but even after we installed other apps, they didn't really stick out as much. Now the notification bar, the settings menu, they are not themed. We just get one wallpaper here, this one. So it's very light on the extras. It's pretty much stock MUI 11, which does bring a lot of functionality to the table, yes, but I'd have liked to see a few extras with software. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is not that, but the lack of Google Play services. As of now, there is no way to sideload Google Play services on MUI 11. You can do that on MUI 9 or MUI 10, but not on MUI 11. But there is light at the end of the tunnel with YouTube Advanced. Yes, I went there. With YouTube Advanced, you can still access Google servers. So you can actually sign into your account and get YouTube Music with YouTube Advanced. So given that accessing Google servers is technically doable, it's just a matter of time before we get an option to sideload Google Play services on MUI 11. But that said, here is a short snippet from my Mate 40 Pro unboxing. Our smartphone lives are so entwined with Google services, even more so than we realize. Now, it becomes very hard for us not to use Google. Now, Huawei, for their part, they've been investing heavily in App Gallery. It is home to a lot of apps you'd use in your day-to-day. We also have Pedal Search, which pulls in APKs, and of course, we can access third-party app stores. But when downloading APKs, you need to be a little more careful than what you would while using the Play Store. For what it's worth, Huawei does scan the APKs you install. And that remains the case here too. Now guys, while the Mate 40 RS Porsche design has some differences with the Mate 40 Pro, it is priced a lot higher. Now, it's priced at 2,300 euros compared to 1,200 euros for the 40 Pro. So that's almost double. Now, if someone likes the extra features that the RS offers over the Mate 40 Pro, then you get the Mate 40 Pro Plus, which has the exact same internals, half the storage, 256 gigs, but it comes in at 1,600 USD. So who is this Porsche design Mate 40 RS aimed at? Luxury buyers. Someone wanting bragging rights, or maybe Porsche enthusiasts, the super rich. For the rest of us mere mortals, that's where the Mate 40 Pro Plus comes in, if you want to go with Huawei. So anyway, this has been the unboxing. What do you feel about this phone? Leave a comment down below. And now it is time for me to bid you adieu. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt. Share, subscribe, bell, all that good stuff. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.